It is, well, the 31st of December, and even though I felt like I had a pretty good night's sleep, man, I'm gonna be eating this, then I'm going back to bed. The time of recording is 13:56, and I have recorded, a members-only video, just talking about two of the fermentations that I'm doing right now. The cucumbers and the carrot fermentation I've been doing. They are on day 2. So I think that is going to be like a members only series. Those two ferments. But yeah, like the New Year's food that I'm eating today. Very simple this year. We're not doing anything special. It's just some potato with olive oil, salt, parsley, garlic powder, and some turkey Prince sausage. They're not as good as the pig heart Prince sausages. I think those are better. But I would say these are like slightly below average Prince sausage. Yeah. I have some skånsk senap. Here's a way, some skånsk mustard, which helps, but yeah, these turkey sausages are like a 3 out of 9 maybe. They lack some flavor. And right here I have some pickling I did, which was carrots right here. This is bell pepper, some chili powder, and salt, and a raspberry etica. I pickled that, and yeah, it turned out pretty good. I mean, I only used like some of the leftovers from when I was doing my actually fermentation. There were leftovers. So I said, alright, I'm gonna try doing some pickling with the leftovers instead of a ferment. Which is why I added, the chili powder, because you don't want to add powder and stuff when you do a ferment, because of those things tend to float and they're gonna grow mold. But if you're just doing like a short-term pickling and throwing it in the fridge, it's fine. And they're pretty good. They're also actually pretty spicy. The chili powder that we use is not the one that we made ourselves. It's one that my mom bought that she didn't like because it's not spicy at all. And it doesn't really have much flavor. So like, my mom wanted to throw it out. Like, no, don't throw it. Yeah, you can still use it, right? So I used quite a lot for the small batch that I did. I mean, this right here is pretty much all from the pickling. I've eaten a few pieces here and there, and then my mom has eaten a few pieces, but it's pretty much this much. Yeah, I don't know how much powder I used. I used a lot though. And became pretty spicy actually. One thing when I've noticed when you ferment or you pickle is that you tend to make things spicier. Yeah. And the raspberry etica that I use really makes these bell peppers like super sweet. They're good. They're very sweet, a little bit of sourness at the end, and then they're hot. So this was actually quite a success. And the potato is also pretty good. So two of the things ended up very good. The potato and the pickling, and the sausage, which is actually the only thing here that's kind of like pre-made. We just, you know, you just fry these. The rest, you know, basically cooked and seasoned ourselves, and they ended up pretty well. And I hope to be able to grow some bell peppers next year, because I have some bell pepper seeds, so we'll see what happens. Because of the fact that the chilies that we've been growing have all done really well, so we're going to go pretty heavy on the chilies next year. We're not gonna try tomatoes. We've tried tomatoes now for probably like 6 years, maybe even 6 to 8 years, and I think we've only gotten like 3, maybe 4 tomatoes, you know, and we've probably tried, let's say, 4 to 6 plants every year. Yeah, no, tomatoes don't grow well where we are. Chilies though grow really well. So see how bell peppers do. You know, the same family. And it's also something that we can grow that isn't super spicy, right? So I want to grow more non-spicy vegetables. So we'll see. I mean, next year probably going to be a lot of spiciness because the seeds that we have are the seeds that I've harvested from the ghost peppers that I've grown, right? And hopefully that means that the ghost peppers that we're gonna continue growing gonna get better, because it's from the seeds that have grown in this environment that we are in. So hopefully they become more and more accustomed to the environment here. And then what we're also gonna do is gonna do some more, let's say, seasonal plants. For example, we're gonna have some pots out on the balcony. That's gonna be on the balcony the entire year. So they're gonna go through the frost and probably die during the winter and all that. And those right there is basically something to just plant every year. While the ones that we have inside are more, you know, try to keep those alive, while the ones outside is kind of like, it doesn't really matter if they die. That's okay. We might also start growing some like ornamental flowers, maybe. You know, flowers are just to get some flowers. But that's maybe like for 2025. 2024 mostly gonna be things for us. And the fact that, I mean, some of our neighbors have flowers, so that might help us, you know, with bringing in pollinators. But yeah, I mean, I was planning on doing CNA, but man, I don't have the brain power for it. So we are ending this year on a pretty, like, I hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve, had a good Advent. Yeah. I mean, I think the last videos, well, this is gonna be the last video. Then I'll continue with the shorts. If you guys want, just recommend like a segment on any video that I've done. Be like, this segment right here, you should make that into short. I'll do it. Give me a title. I mean, I want to thank Anonymous for the white man eats a habanero pepper for the first time. That suggestion for me. Yeah, man. And you look at that, like, man, that was 2016. January of 2016. So, yeah, that was 8 years ago. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think, was it Duplain? Yeah, I think it was Duplain. I can't find the comment now, but I think it was Duplain who said like, that I look so young and so healthy. Well, I wasn't healthy. I guess in certain ways you could argue I was less healthy. In certain ways, not in weight. In weight, I'm more unhealthy now than I was then, but that was 2016, yeah. Oh well, I mean, I'm having like brain fog right now, so. Okay, I completely forgot what I was going to talk about and what I'm talking about. So Jesus Christ. And I say I had a good night. I had a good night's sleep. Hello. Yeah, I just finished watching the HoloLive production. The countdown for 2023. The live they did, and it was amazing. So I'm going to edit this right here at the end of the video that I was planning on upload. Well, that I put to upload or make it public at least at 19. So that version is just gonna be for members, and this now updated version is gonna go up to everyone. So yeah, it's really, really good. So I'm gonna put it in the description, or maybe even in the comments, I don't know. Maybe both. Description for sure, because I had a lot of fun watching that performance. Good songs, and I really like the medley there at the end. Very, very fun. And yeah, it was just really good, like a really good little concert that HoloLive did for last year. I think was on par with 2022, and 2022 was also great. So yeah, thumbs up for me.